And what's up, everybody? Back with another one of these. I know it's been since this past Friday that this video, or this kind of video, went up. I'm not even sure where we're going to start other than cutting down some more trees and this, but wanted to get back into it, start working on it again, and get some more videos out to you guys. I really need to start working on storage, I guess, as well. I figured maybe adding some kind of storage building that might be in a coming video. I'm just gonna dump everything in here. I promise storage will get better as this series goes. Uh, yeah, coming back with another one of these. Like I said, I know it's been a little bit since I made the last one, and we'll see where we go. I keep I'll need more iron. That's the first thing I need to focus on. Yeah, because there's nothing in there. I have 8 of these. I'll go ahead and get them going, just because I know I'll need iron coming up. Hopefully we can find diamonds soon. So I guess that's what this video will be. It's a little bit of mining and some storytelling, I guess. I gotta figure out what story I want to tell. But because I told myself before I hit record, I was going to. Also, I was checking how long the recording is, which actually let me edit that window real quick so I can see it easier without having to step away from the microphone. Oh, and of course it wants to be difficult. We're gonna. Oof, there we go. You probably saw that pop into the window because I have record mouse. I'm also using OBS to see if that works any better for recording. I say I need iron. I'm going to grab this while I'm here. I also said I was going to go mining and have no torches for that. Is there? There's a little bit of sticks in there. So hopefully we'll find coal pretty quickly. Well, butter my biscuits. It's been that long since I've recorded on this one. Also, am I not at 11? I'm at 12. We're going to keep it at 12. I know people get angry when it's not at right one. I have no food. I have no coal. Look at me, guys. Professional. Also, if you haven't noticed, I've been streaming over at Twitch. You can click on one of the VODs, and there's a link to my Twitch there if you want to drop a follow. And I'm going to make that just as common as the rest of these videos are, if I have the ability to. I'm hoping to start trying to. I thought that was gonna. Okay. Well, you know, we're just gonna bring all these sticks. Sticks. We're gonna bring our cooked salmon. And put that in the offhand. But yeah, just trying to create more videos. No way to grow the channel if I'm not recording, right? So we're gonna keep pushing. We're gonna keep making. We're gonna keep going. You know what? Again, I know a lot of people get pissed off at that, but we're gonna go with it. And is there any? There are 7 cobblestone. You know, I'm gonna take dirt as my blocks until I have more cobble. Yeah, there's no way to grow the channel and get more people watching until I am recording more. And so, yeah. I guess a good story for today would just be college stuff, especially since we're at an unprecedented time as a world where just we're not going to college right now. Our colleges have become our living rooms and our kitchen tables. And there's a cave. Ooh. That's what we've been able to turn into our colleges, are these common spaces that we grew up in our entire lives and called our homes for so many years. They've turned into where we do school. And it's crazy to think, because like college has been great for me personally. Like I have enjoyed my college experience so much, from I mean, the normal things you would think as a college experience, going out to parties and different events and things of that nature. But not only that, like the friends I've met, like there was a group of friends I'd met. We don't talk much anymore just because we kind of grew apart. But I met them through like being just tired of my dorm. My first roommate was horrible. Like when I say horrible, like would come back to our room just completely out of his own mind on whatever substance of choice it was, and would proceed to scream that he was Mother Teresa on a Tuesday, fully knowing that I had class at 9 o'clock in the morning that I needed to be up for, and just no consideration for anyone other than himself. Uh, and that's life. You learn to deal with circumstances like that, but and that's also college for you, is you learn how to deal with people like that. Uh, but as we progressed through the year, I just got tired of being in my dorm. And so I said, you know what? I'm gonna go down. There was a basement in my dorm. I'm gonna go down there. It'll be a little more peace and quiet. I don't have to get up tomorrow. Like I didn't have classes until later the next day. So I was like, I can afford to stay down there till 2 or 3 and work on the paper if I need to. And it'll offer me an escape from having to be around him. And I get down there, and there's a group of guys that are playing Call of Duty Zombies. Oof. Speaking of the devil, but they were down there playing Call of Duty Zombies and kind of doing their thing too. And albeit there was a bit of a distraction with that, but you know, oh, good lord. This may be I'm gonna have to focus for a second. Whew. Funnel them into a hole. Ooh, okay. That got me a little worked up. I'm gonna die again. I should keep everything back just because that's how the water is going to function here. Okay, we may not have been as equipped as I thought, especially since we don't have any armor. Anyway, they were playing Call of Duty Zombies, doing their thing, and I never grew up playing Call of Duty. Like, I know a lot of people I grew up with that did, but me personally, I never really played it much. It just wasn't my type of game. I love shooters now, but then it just wasn't what I was interested in gaming wise. Ooh, a ravine that is all lava, but there will be a lot of materials there that we may need. Let me get some more coal. But, sit down there, write my paper for 15 minutes, look up and see how far they've gotten in a round. And before the first go of it died, or the first go of the game they died, I had already finished my whole paper. Just because, again, there was calm. I didn't have to worry about somebody coming in and screaming. And I asked him if I could come sit with him. And the one guy was like, you know what? You're asking if you can come sit with us and watch. Once we die, because we're starting to get to the rounds we always die on, how about you step in and play around? And that was the first night outside of growing up that I stayed up all night. And the next day, I was tired the next day. I went to class. I had class from 11 to 2 maybe. And as soon as I get back from class, I had just passed out in my bed. Like there was no way I was going to be able to keep going any longer without a little bit of rest. And but I still regard that as one of my like favorite nights growing up, or not growing up, my favorite nights in college. Just because they were so nice to me, so kind, and it to me it seemed like it didn't matter who I was, because I was always that nerdy kid growing up. Okay, there's gotta be a fucking spawner up there. uh, I was always the nerdy kid. I uh, I played video games. I recorded for YouTube back then, and that was still at a time when recording video games for YouTube wasn't regarded as something that could be a job or cool. I mean, I'm 22, so I'm not as old as some YouTubers that you hear that from, where they say like, "Oh yeah, I was recording before it was really a job." I was recording after it was considered a job per se. Like, there were people that did it full time and that was how they made their money. Okay, I've got to. This is a lot of just running back and forth, guys. I apologize. Uh, the but it wasn't cool. I didn't have an entire group of friends. It wasn't something that was seen as acceptable almost. Like, it almost seems weird saying that now. Yep, I knew that was coming. I'm gonna sleep before mobs can spawn. I, it wasn't necessarily acceptable to record and put yourself out there like that unless you were making money from it. And I mean, I was a 14, 15, 16-year old just having fun with my friends and decided I wanted to share that with the world. And so it wasn't seen as cool. But this group of people didn't care. They saw it as, hey, our friend over here likes playing Minecraft and talking to himself in an enclosed space. Yeah, we're gonna take care of him. And then like I said, there has to be a spawner up there. I'm gonna mine up a staircase instead of trying to go up the water again, because that was a complete failure. Of course, this is going to be the episode where I die a lot and tell you a story about meeting some people I don't talk to anymore. That's a efficient episode. Uh, yeah, so I mean, I stayed up all night. We played Call of Duty Zombies. We switched over and watched YouTube together and laughed. And that was a month into college. I know I said it was later on in the semester, but it was about a month in to my college experience. And I hadn't really made too many friends yet at that point. Most of my friends were either ones I had met at like the orientation meetings or oh lord, this is not good. I had either met them at see, I told you there had to be a spawner up here. The amount of zombies we were getting, the first spawner of the world, we're gonna have to make sure we know how to get back to this thing. Anything good? There's some coal. Ooh, some horse armor and some stuff. We'll come back and loot all that later. But anyway, it wasn't like they needed anything from me. A lot of a lot of my friends, and this is going to sound even more sad than it really should, kind of like a couple of my other stories. I know I've mentioned that before, that I've got stories that seem more sad than they actually are. It's just how the cookie crumbled in my world. It meant the world to me that these people said, "Hey, we don't care what you like, what you're doing. All that we care about is that you don't judge us for what we want to do. We won't judge you for what you want to do, and we're just going to hang out together." And so, and that's what it was for years. I mean, we would plan out, okay, I've got to get done with my statistics work. I'll help you with macroeconomics, and you help me with mine. Also going to get that just to go ahead and grab that. But we'll help each other with our homework, because there were four of us. There was a main group of, no, five. There were five of us. There's a main group of five of us. If we all work together and get our homework done, then we've got all weekend. We'll start Friday afternoon and just go crazy. And so Friday evenings would be when we would go get some alcohol, and we'd get some energy drinks. And I don't know how I survived some of those days, just because we would sleep just enough that our bodies wouldn't shut down, so that we could just continue to play video games, laugh, talk, enjoy company, and just be together as a group. And the current freshmen, which I've met a few just here in my own town, that they're freshmen this year, and they were looking forward to going to college. They were looking forward to going and having these experiences everyone talks about, and they didn't get to. And to me, that's sad. Like, I hate that for this generation that's coming through with college, because it was something I got to experience and absolutely fell in love with, and it just can't happen for some of these people. I think I'm safe here. They'll hit the water and they can't. Yeah. Man, where are they coming from? I need to eat too. I didn't have my food down here. Uh, but anyway, like, I hate it for that generation that's just not going to be able to experience that this year. Something that became my favorite thing that's ever happened to me, going to college and enjoying that college life. It's just unattainable right now until we get shit under control. Which I know I said I wasn't going to curse in the series, and I apologize. But I hate that for this group coming up. I wish they could have these same experiences and go out and break a few rules and enjoy being a kid almost. I know when you get to college you're not really a kid anymore, but I mean, for the most part they're still kids. None of us asked for this, and I know that's almost selfish to say that none of us asked for this, because I know no matter your age, no matter where you come from, like literally no one asked for any of this. But it was the cards we were dealt, and that's how we've had to almost move forward since the start of all this. Is we were all dealt these cards, no one asked for these things, but it's what we've got to live with and move forward with, and understand that it is going to get better eventually. We just have to stay strong till it is better. And I'm getting really philosophical now, which that's a college story too that I'll say before I get off, because this one's a quick one. I had a philosophy professor that told us the hardest job you could ever have was being a philosophy doctoral, and that it was going to be harder than any brain surgeon job that you could ever get. You would put more work into it. Which, yes, I understand that because of his degree, he has to continue to put in research. But a brain surgeon literally has to know the different parts of the brain when you open up someone's skull so you don't, like, permanently damage someone for the rest of their lives. But, yeah. When I'm recording videos like this now, I don't have any hotkeys, so I'm going to have to go into this inventory. You'll probably see it start on the next one right here as well, because I'm just going right back into another video. But if you did like it, please leave a like, subscribe if you want to see more, and just put down in the comments anything. Honestly, I'm looking for suggestions, but if you just want to tell me that my videos suck, you added a view to my counter, you made me a little happier, tell me that it sucked. But tell me why it sucked as well, maybe. But anyway, I'm also trying OBS to see if it comes out in 1080p. It should. Uh, I'm just continuing to try to grow and improve my content. I know this is week 2, but we'll see where it goes from here. So, see you guys in the next one. Peace.